What's going on, guys? Night here with my first ever video on YouTube, and as you can see on screen, I'm bringing you my Prestige Master stat video. So basically, what's happened is I'm an S&D only player, only play S&D. And I've searched around and I couldn't really find anything. So as of now, I'm officially the world's first search and destroy only player to Prestige Master, which, to be fair, getting to Prestige Master is it's an achievement in itself. So to be the first to do it in S&D only, obviously there's not many people that I'd probably go for that if any, because in terms of dark matter camos, diamond camos, in S&D it's almost impossible because the 5 kill streak camo challenge you have to do that all in one round. So you pretty much have to ace the round 5 times per weapon. And if you're going to try and do that with combat knives, snipers, if you're not very good at sniping, it's pretty much going to be an almost impossible job. I'm still going to go for it, obviously, because S&D is just my game mode. I'm not really into respawn. Like, I like watching respawn, I just don't like playing it. So I will go for that. So, as you see on screen, I've hit Prestige Master. I did it last night and then went straight offline. So, my stats haven't moved, not played any games since Hitmaster. So, the stats you're going to see are literally stats as a Hitmaster Prestige. So if we go into these stats now, and there we are, Prestige Master. I've played 4 days, 19 hours, 40 minutes and 40 seconds, so that's a lot of time. That's a lot of play time, considering the game's only been out 2 weeks. And as I'm recording this, it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon Friday, so maybe in like 4 hours, we are going to get the black market, so I can start grinding for the ICR. Hopefully it's okay, but there is rumours that the ICR is going to get a nerf next week in the first weapon tuning patch, so we'll see about that. In my personal opinion, it does need a nerf. For how powerful it is and for how accurate it is, there's not really many guns that can compete with the ICR right now in this game. But if we go to leaderboards, career, that's my score right now. As you can see, S&D only, the score you get is not very good because I have people on my friends list who are only 5th prestige but are ahead of me on score. So, as you can tell, that just further says that I am S&D only. And also there, as you can see, my kills are only 9,259. A respawn player could probably clear that in maybe 2 prestiges. And maybe, I don't know, probably, yeah, probably like 1 or 2 prestiges, maybe 3. So, to get that in like 10 prestiges is just madness. My win-loss is a 2.76. It's not a great win-loss, but I do play solo a lot of the time. I do play in parties, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the time I do play solo, so that just drops down a lot. I got a 2.88 EKI death ratio. It's alright. For an S&D player, I'd say a 2.8 is very good. For an S&D player, I'd say anything just 2 above is a good KD, to be fair. You do get bot lobbies in S&D, as well as basically you do get some good players on it. It's a bit like Respawn. You get your bot lobbies, you get your good players occasionally as well. I've got a 6.38 EK a game. See, this is quite low. I'd probably say I average about 8 kills a game. But the issue is with this is if you leave a game, it drops. So if I join a game late and I just don't want to play it and I leave, it drops. Also, if you join a game like 3-0 down or you join a game 3-0 up, you're probably only going to get like 1 or 2 kills in that round. And then you end the game with like 2 kills, so it drops again. And when you're playing solo, it does put you into a lot of games where you are going to be 3-0 up, 3-0 down with like basically just 1 round left. And 9% headshots, obviously I've been trying to go for my dark matter, so I'm slowly getting there, but I'm not purposely going for headshots. The reason behind that is because in S&D you only get 1 life. You don't want to be going for headshots and then just dying because that's your round over. My highest kill streak's 11. It's not bad, but obviously it only counts your gun streak. Obviously in S&D I do use Hellstorms, so most of the time, and Hellstorms in Search and Destroy, guys, if you do play Search and Destroy, put a Hellstorm on. These things are ridiculous. On maps like Slums and Jungle, it's so easy to get the whole team in one Hellstorm because you shoot your one rocket and then you just like boost your last rocket into the rest of them. It's seriously, guys, it is so overpowered. So 11 kill streak is my best gun streak. There you can see my score. My score per minute is 185, which to be fair for S&D is not too bad. I have been planting a bomb a lot to get leveled up. If you go on the COD Tracker app, in all time, all platforms, I think I am third in the world for plants. I was number 1 at one point, but 2 people overtook me. Um, Whether they're boosters or legit, I don't know, but I don't really mind. It's only plants. So, and then I'd say the healing per game, damage per game, that's really irrelevant. If we go to medals, I have had one quad feed. It wasn't a great quad feed. There wasn't really much skill involved in the quad feed. It was on militia. If you run straight through middle, as they're coming up the hill, I threw a 9 bang over. They're all 9 banged. It was an easy quad feed. The 5 man I choked because the guy got through quick and shot me in the back. Unfortunate, I know, but we still got the quad feed. What else we got? We got 14 triple kills, which to be fair is not that bad considering it's only a 5v5 now on this game, and there is no 6v6 game mode for Search and Destroy just yet. So I'd say a 5v5, 14 triple kills is actually really good. In terms of all that, there's nothing really much else to look at. 383 Bloodthirsties, which is not really much to look at there. Where's the 10 kill streak one? I don't really know. Is it there, the Merciless? Is the Merciless the 10 kill streak? I think it is a 6. I've had 6 Mercilesses, which ain't too bad. In terms of, basically, where was I going to go now? I can't remember where I was going to go now. Just create a class, that's where I was going to go. So, in terms of the classes I used, obviously this is my main go-to class. Say if I want to use something different in a game, but basically I'm just playing against some good players or some players that are just banging ICRs out, and I just need to get the game over and done with, win the game. This is what I'm using. So it's an ICR, red dot, grip 1, grip 2. This thing, seriously, it makes it a laser beam. If you're not using grip 1 or grip 2 in your ICR, put it on now, and honestly, you'll see a huge difference. A quick draw, long barrel. I use stim shot because I do, even though I'm using ARs, I do like to run around like rush. And if you're rushing, stim shot helps so much because you can also, not only do you get it quicker, it heals you faster. You can also stay in gunfights whilst you're healing, and that it's kind of a cheap tactic. But say if you're close range, you've got an SMG or you've got a gun that's good at hip firing, and you're point blank, you might want to try and basically, if you're hip firing, you might want to try and like stim shot in mid gunfight because you're pretty much going to guarantee yourself the kill. And then obviously with Search and Destroy, just dead silence. That's all I use. If we go to custom class 2, it's the same. This is because I've just got red tag. I'm trying to go for camels. That's why I've got my 6 attachments. But my usual setup for this would be the Maddox with Elo, start, quick draw 1, quick draw 2. I wouldn't have fast mags on there. I'd have dead silence. I'd have dexterity. I'd have my stim shot, and then I'd have my launcher. I have a launcher on because I'm trying to get that. Trying to get that done. But not just that. It's basically if people get streaks against you, you don't want to running. You don't want to be wasting a perk slot on Ghost. You'd rather just shoot the stuff down. You get XP for it, which helps you level up faster. Obviously, you're grinding towards that dark matter with the launcher. Next class, I say this is probably my most fun class to use. The Spitfire for me, I really struggled to use it at the beginning of the game. Like seriously struggled to use this weapon, and I just didn't know why. But then, come probably the late 9th Prestige, and then basically through the whole of 10th Prestige, this is all I used, pretty much. It was a Spitfire, Laser 1, Laser 2, that is huge. You need a Laser 1, Laser 2 on this, personally for me anyway. It might not be for you, but for me I need Laser 1, Laser 2. It's a hipfire machine. Obviously the Spitfire, you're gonna be hip firing more than you are gonna be aiming down your sights because it is a very close range weapon from how fast it shoots and the recoil on it. And then extending my FMJ, I run FMJ on almost every class I possibly can get FMJ on, just because a lot of people on Search and Destroy right now are running armored, and if you don't want to be costing your life with them extra few bullets, you put FMJ on. And then obviously stim shot, dexterity, dead silence again. Then custom class 4, this I don't really use that much, is the Vapor, Elo, stock, long barrel, suppressor. Sometimes I'll take the suppressor off and I'll put rapid fire on, it all depends. Dexterity, dead silence, stim shot, and I have a pistol on here, but I would usually go for the launcher. But I only have a pistol on here because the people I was playing with at the time, we had a designated like player that shot stuff down because he needed to level up his launcher and get the challenges. So I just had a pistol on there to make room. Custom class 5. Swordfish, we have reflex, quick draw, long barrel, FMJ again, stim shot, then engineer, dexterity, dead silence. I would usually take engineer off and have the launcher on there again, but same. Then the Sorgan. Then this class is, I wouldn't use this every map. I'd only use this on maps maybe like Seaside if you're going to run Winery side, Summit if you're going to rush straight through the middle. Maps like that, basically really short range encounter maps. So we have the SOG with just fast mags and the dual wield operator mod, because fast mags is the only attachment you can actually get a par. Suppressor, but I wouldn't really use suppressor. I have a pistol on there just to fill up a slot. Stim shot, dead silence, dexterity. Now scavenger I would never usually use on search and destroy. It's the most pointless perk possible on search and destroy. But because these SOGs, I think you only get like 2 to 3 mags. If you want to get like maybe 3-4 plus kills a round, you're probably not going to do it in just the mags you get given. So scavenger's just there as basically cover in case you do run out of ammo and you don't want to pick up other people's weapons, because people do use some bot weapons on this or some bot loadouts. So that's my sword class. This is really fun to use. Definitely, if you're going to run winery side and seaside, try this class out. And then custom class 7 is the Hades LMG with ELO steady grip FMJ rapid fire. This is a melt machine, guys. Seriously, this and the Titan. My friend's been using the Titan thermal. That stuff just melts. Seriously, the Titan thermal's a joke, but this is also really good. I love how further into the Call of Duty cycles we go, more and more categories are usable. If you go to the older games, the LMGs weren't so really usable. You had to actually be really good at using them, and they weren't really good weapons. So I had the launcher on there again, and then stim shot, dexterity, dead silence. The reason I use dexterity, guys, is probably a cheap tactic, but I do have a scuff. So I do jump shot a lot, and it increases your weapon accuracy whilst you're jumping. Apart from that, I wouldn't actually use dexterity. That's the only reason I've got it on. I only cheap tactic, but it helps. And then, unfortunately, guys, as of right now, custom class 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 do not work. Like, if you have a class on 8 to 12, it'll just pull custom class 1 out, which, to be fair, I don't understand. They need to fix it. It's been in the game since launch, and they've still not fixed it. I've prestiged all this way. I should be able to use my extra classes, because there are a lot of weapons I do want to use. So I'd love to have a Rampart or a KN or a GKS loadout or a Cordite. Like, the game, what I love about Black Ops 4 this year is I don't really think there's a gun in the game that's not usable. Like, there's every single weapon in this game is very usable. They're all really good weapons in their own way, and the operator mods just basically help some weapons become that. I love how some weapons don't have operator mods, some weapons do. So for example, the SOG's dual wield, very good. The Cordite's operator mod, you don't have to reload. It starts you off with like 600 bullets, and you just don't reload the weapon. You don't reload it. It's great. So there's my stat video. This is my first video for YouTube, so obviously it's not going to be a great video. I'm learning. I'll get better over time. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload this maybe at Friday evening. So I'm recording this like Friday lunchtime. This will go up Friday evening, around when the Black Market comes out for Xbox. And then I'm probably just going to grind the weekend, try and get some gameplays. I want to try and live. I've got a lot of gameplays saved up, but I'm not really into the old voiceover thing. I'd rather live come the videos. I think they'd be more enjoyable to watch if I'm live coming them. So we'll do that. I'll grind the weekend, and I'll probably upload my first gameplay wise video on Monday, maybe Monday. So that's my Prestige Master stat video. World's first search and destroy only Master Prestige. Next up 1000. Hopefully we can hit that. If you do like the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, because it'll really help me out as I've just started off. And hopefully I'll see you on Monday with a new video.
I'm on time with it. I remember those days. I remember those days when my whole team on. Now we all be straight.